So I'm at the ancient little village Polperro for sunrise today for this vlog, and this place is just superb. It's a civil parish and lies along the heritage coastline of Cornwall, and a fishing village, and it's just ancient. I think one of the oldest towns in Cornwall, I'm not quite sure. So I'm a little bit late. I should have been here a bit earlier for sunrise. The sun is starting to come up. So I'm just going to make my way straight down to this composition I know of. Now this isn't my composition. This has been shot many times, but it's like the iconic photo of Polperro. So I really wanted to show you that. I'm looking forward to this one. I love it here. And I love getting here this early. I think it's about 6 o'clock and the sun comes up at 7. And it's just empty. No one about, silent, stunning. There is nowhere but the main car park to park here. So if you attempt to drive through town, you just end up in this one-way system of hell that was designed for horse and carriage a million years ago. The roads are so narrow here, like many Cornish villages and towns. They are designed for horse and cart. This is looking really nice. There's not a lot of clouds in the sky, but it's nice subtle colours. So we're just going to make our way straight down to the main composition. Now I think it's a boathouse, and there's a really nice overlooking position that you can climb to get a real great view of it. So this is where my friend's shop is situated. I went to school with her. And this is her shop where she does all her arts and crafts. The Real McCoy, the Cornish Maid shop. Stunning. What I truly love about these Cornish villages is there is not one vertical or horizontal true line within any building here. And everything's unique. Not one single building is the same as the other. And these roads are getting really narrow now. And I just love that. It's just the perfect place for kind of street photography. You know, you can't get a big car down there. And these little ancient pubs, I could just imagine what they were like 100 years ago, with all the fishermen coming back in from a huge fish out of sea for 6 months. So we're coming into the main part of the village now, and it's just silent, no one about, just how we want it. So I'm at the iconic viewpoint now, overlooking this kind of old boathouse, and we've got a layer of cloud just above the sea line, which I'm not really liking, but the sun hasn't come up over that yet, so we might get some colours that bleed through. So we'll set up anyway, we'll see what we can do. I'll get a shot, for example, of this vlog, but I can tell you now that it's not going to be something that is probably going to be a keeper, just because of this thick cloud line on the horizon. I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm just being a bit negative, but we'll set up anyway. So just as I was being negative, we're actually getting a really nice light break coming through. So I quickly set up, and I think I'm going to capture this. What great timing. So we're at f11, 1/20th of a second, because when the birds fly past, I want to capture them in the shot. And I'm using a hard grad, which I probably shouldn't do because it's kind of cutting out a bit of the cliff here with the darkness. But what I'll do is I'll take a few shots of the hard grad and then a few shots with like triple exposures and see if we can exposure blend them. But this is actually looking really cool. So there I was being negative, and look, we're getting a really nice light break coming through. It's fantastic. And we've got these seagulls flying in front of the shot, so if I can capture them, that's a bonus. I'm just going to get a shot of this now because this is kicking off. Yes! This is stunning. You can just see straight away compositionally everything's aligning because it just looks fantastic on the back of the camera, like just amazing. Oh yes, f11, nothing fancy, quick shutter speed to get some seagulls in the shot. I am loving this. Let's show you the composition we're at. We're just getting these unbelievable light rays coming through now. Look at this. Now I think I got a little bit too excited back there and the horse had already bolted. Now I love that alignment of the boat and the seagull in the right of the frame. It needed something to fill that space. That really added to the composition. That was great. But I'm going to go back to what I originally said, and that thick cloud line that was on the horizon prevented me from getting a horizon sunrise shot where I could have managed that light better. Funny things start to happen when you're shooting directly into the sun. Even though that was soft light, I feel that some of the shadows there are a bit strange. You kind of lose a little bit of detail in the foreground, so it would have been better if that sunrise was completely on the horizon line and I could have controlled it better. It's not a bad shot, it's okay. Now I'm going to roll this out with some drone footage, so I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoyed the film at the start of this vlog where I went for that kind of new modern vintage digital look, and I was trying to bring you back to a time of that kind of memory of the classic seaside towns and the kind of music you could imagine that would go with it 100 years ago. So I hope you enjoy that, and if you desire that footage or want other footage of other Cornish towns, please do get hold of me on my Facebook page. So once again guys, please subscribe and hit that notification bell, and I'll see you at the next location. Over and out.